I've been studying like a scientist who is about to make a big discovery, okay? Because I want to get the HLG colors correct, okay? So the skin tones, they look natural, they look perfect. So here's what we need, and I am this close. I am this close to get the colors right because I know what I need, okay? So here's what we need. When we are on Windows HDR, Windows is converting the color space. And the reason I know that for sure is because, and by the way, this is the Reshade app. So the reason why I know Windows 10 is converting the color space is because when I go to this HDMI signaling override menu and I change this colorimetry from auto to BT709, the colors change. So that tells me that Windows on HDR, it is not on Rec 709, okay? It is converting the color space. And on the other hand, when I change this to BT 2020, I see no changes, okay? So what I need is that color space on SDR so I can use HLG and get perfect colors. And you might think, well, that's just exactly what you have there. I have HLG BT 2020, the colors are not changing, and if I go to Rec 709, they do change. So that's exactly what I have here. So I just, voila, I discovered the solution. No, I didn't, not yet. So what I'm using here is Reshade. Let me show you. What I'm using is Reshade. Let me get out of this HDMI signaling override. I am using Reshade because with this program, this is a post-processing injector for video games on the PC. With this program, you have options to convert the color space, and that's exactly what I need. But it's not working the way I want. It is not working from SDR to a wide color gamut. And for example, this option is called PROD 8001 color gamut. It is supposed to convert from SDR to the color gamut that you select here. You can select Adobe RGB and other SDR color spaces. So when I select wide color gamut, it is not converting right because I have a toggle here. I have a button that I can toggle the color spaces. So it is desaturating the colors. So I'm thinking when I am on SDR, the color space is Rec 709. So if this is trying to remap the colors to a bigger color space, but the TV is close. So because, let's see how I can explain you this. The TV, these LG TVs, they are able to clamp. That's the term. They are able to clamp the color space. So when you have auto detect, this TV has a wider color gamut. But when the TV detects SDR Rec 709, it's going to clamp the color gamut to Rec 709. So it's going to close that to that color space so it can display the correct colors, the correct coordinates of the colors. So when this is trying to convert to a wide color gamut, I think that what is happening is the TV is close. So that the color gamut is closed. So when I activate this conversion, it is desaturating the colors, because now what's happening is that conversion is trying to remap the color space to a bigger one, and it's not being released by the TV. So if you just change to BT 2020, it does look good, but I'm not positive that is working. So that's exactly what I have right now. I have BT 2020, and I have, so you see when I turn this off, it looks bad, completely wrong, super red, it's terrible. But when I turn it on, it fixes the colors. And it doesn't look bad. Like, I cannot find anything wrong with this. Uh, so let's take a look at it. Forgot the button to end. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I cannot find anything wrong with it. Let's go to a familiar screen for all of you. Let's go to the main screen. You see anything wrong there? It doesn't look terrible. So if I turn that off, boom, it's like, all red BT 2020, super incorrect. But when I do this, I think that what might be happening here is that because the TV is on BT 2020, it has that color space available. So when I use this reshade conversion from SDR, so from RGB, from sRGB basically to white color gamut, the program does have available the entire color space to remap the colors. So that might be working, okay? So how accurate is that color conversion? Of course, it's not gonna be perfect, but this might not be awful, okay? This might not be completely terrible. But what I really need, so let me show you the way I got this working. And I'm just sharing my thought process in case that somebody who knows more than me is watching this and can help me. Because that's what I need. I need to figure this out. So right now you see I changed to BT 2020. There's no changes. So how is that possible? How is that I'm able to do this right now? Because this is exactly what I'm looking for, but instead of this reshade doing the conversion, I much rather have Windows doing the conversion. So how is this possible? How is this possible right now? It's on auto and HLG. If I change to BT 2020, there's no changes because the TV is already on BT 2020. So how is the TV already on BT 2020? On SDR, if I am on SDR, let me show you. Even on SDR, how is this possible? How is BT 2020 not doing anything on SDR? Because the TV is already on BT 2020. So the way I was able to do that was by using the CRU app. I'm sorry, the ColorControl app. So let me show you other cool features that we have here on this ColorControl app. So if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you can come here to this NVIDIA controller, and what you're gonna do is click on one of these primary options, and you're going to start setting up a resolution, a refresh rate. You can set the 10 bits. You can also change the color space. So that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing is changing the color space here. So this is the same. There's no difference between, and I already tested that. I was hoping that this was going to be a conversion of the color space. And actually on the website where I downloaded this ColorControl app, they are telling, because I was reading, they are saying that this is a conversion, and it is not. This is not converting SDR to BT 2020. This is just expanding the colors widely. The same way if you just force BT 2020 on that HDMI signaling override. So what I'm doing right now is I'm forcing that BT 2020 here, and the reason why I am doing that, and the reason why I think that might be doing something better is because releasing that color space for the reshade plugin, for that reshade to be able to convert the color space to white color gamut. Because what we need is white color gamut with this HLG electro transfer function. So this might be working. I don't know how off it is. It might be completely off. So the other thing that's interesting here on this ColorControl app that I discovered today was that it allows you to use dithering from NVIDIA. So dithering is going to clear out a little bit the color banding. Okay, so the color banding is when you see bands of colors. So it looks ugly. So that's going to give you a smoother gradation of colors. Okay, and it works. So you can use here temporal or static. You can play with this. I don't know yet which one is better. By default is temporal, so I'm gonna leave it there. 10 bits, enable dithering, and you can also toggle HDR here instead of Windows. So I was also playing, turning on HDR on Windows and trying to turn it off here and see if the color space stays in wide color gamut, but it doesn't. You also have options here to turn on G-Sync or V-Sync, and you can change resolution, refresh rate, and yeah. So the only new thing here basically is this dithering, which might be useful, especially with that HLG trick to get a better, smooth smoother gradation of colors. So yes, so what I need. So I'm trying two things. Okay, I'm trying two things. One, either figure out how to get the color conversion from Windows and stay on SDR so I can use my HLG. That's one. And that's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be difficult. I'm going to ask for help. I have a friend that he's a programmer, so he might know somebody or himself to change that on the registry on Windows or something. I don't know, but let's see if he can help me. Or the second thing that I'm waiting is that I'm thinking is basically maybe not for sure this reshade is able to apply 3D LUTs. So that 3D LUT I can download it if somebody did it for this TV. So that 3D LUT can do the color conversion, and it can do the color conversion as accurate as your TV is. So basically, if a professional can do that 3D LUT specifically for your TV and perfectly calibrated with this reshade, you can load that 3D LUT and do the color space conversion from to that wider color gamut, so you can use HLG. Of course, that calibration would need to be done with the HLG electro transfer function. So I don't think nobody's gonna do that, but I might be able to download that 3D LUT and it might work better. So that's where I am right now. At least I know what I'm looking for. So if you know where to go, at least you have a better idea. If somebody knows, if somebody watching this video know better, tell me, help me. The only thing I want is to get a better result. I am not looking to spread misinformation. Okay, I know how wrong this is. It's BT 2020. I know how wrong this is. It's completely inaccurate. But this might be, this might not be terrible. So yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts on it, and if you know how to get that 3D LUT on reshade, and if you think that's going to do it. I think it will. I think that might be the solution. But yeah, I don't really understand well when a professional calibrator calibrates this TV. I've heard them say, oh, we can target DCI-P3 and PQ and all that, but I'm not sure if they can. I know they can do a 3D LUT on these TVs. I know for sure they can do that. But what I don't know is that if is if they ever do that color conversion. For example, if they ever do on SDR a 3D LUT for DCI-P3 or BT25. Maybe that doesn't even make sense for them, so they don't do it. They just do Rec 709 for SDR, but maybe they do. Because people love overly saturated colors, so a little bit more saturation if the skin tones still look good, and yeah, people might like that more. So I'm sure. I think that some calibrators might do that. Maybe all of them do that. I don't know. Let me know if you are a professional calibrator watching me trying to discover this. Tell me. I will discover it one day. But if you help me, it might be a lot faster. So, yeah, I'm working on it, and I promise you, I will get a much better result, and I will share that with everybody.